You guys should get one of those automatic litter boxes.
They're so expensive.
But your grandma gave us money for it.
Yeah, I know, but even so, even that covered like half of it.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Modern Idiots. My name is Rory.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Sarah.
Today we're watching The Owl House, Season 1, Episode 12, I believe.
Yeah, 12.
What happened last time, guys?
I can go this time. Start. Let's see. So Luz wanted to learn a second, or needed kind of to learn a second spell in order to get admitted into like the advanced level of the school.
Yeah. Amity's class.
Amity's class. And so she went with Ida to the mountains to learn. Long story short, she got annoyed with Ida's long teaching method, decided to use like a beginner wand that Amity was using, or like a trainer wand.
Yeah.
Caused this whole scene. Amity's brother and sister got taken, Ida got taken, yada yada yada. And then while they were all trapped, Luz realized that there were magical runes on the snowflakes, and so used that to learn new magic, new like snow, nice magic, and worked with Amity to free them.
She's learning from the land.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it seems like, maybe because Luz doesn't have that like magical sack in her, like maybe she needs to use. Maybe I should phrase that differently.
No, you phrased it perfectly.
Anyways, maybe because she doesn't have magic innately within her, she can use. Maybe she needs to use like naturally occurring, like
the wild magic.
Spell, wild magic. So
about.
like the light and ice.
Gotta take the wild sacks.
Yep.
Exactly.
And that is that's the recap.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that about sums it up. Let's get into the episode.
Let's do it.
It's like I was better than you.
Get ready. Now go. From the humblest of beginnings, a hero will rise.
Oh boy.
I am Luz Nozena.
He's like, I know you.
It's me.
Oh, jeez.
Against my better judgment, I've allowed you to take this exam to Hexside.
It's said that humans can't do magic, but I discovered a lost technique that changes everything.
Spells cast with paper? I've never heard of such a thing. But is it enough to pass the exam?
That went swimmingly.
Sorry. I failed, didn't I?
Believe it or not, I've seen worse. Welcome, Luz, to Hexside School of Magic and Demonics.
Hooray!
What are you nervous about? You've been to school before.
That's why I'm nervous.
She already has
Don't
friends.
worry about what those dorks think. You want my advice? Walk into class and punch the first kid you see to establish dominance.
Aw, I won't be doing that.
Will she be their year? I imagine for the sake of the story, yes, but
You bad girl coven patch. Quitting! It's like trying, but easier.
Nah, I'll just earn it when I quit showering. I have written a heartfelt sonnet to commemorate this occasion.
oh god.
That's the winner, just got me. See you after school. Bye!
You're gonna do great, kid. Thanks, Puppetita.
Didn't even try to ventriloquist that. Mouth was clearly moving.
Hey, Luz, congrats on getting in. And not being in the baby class. Thanks, Andy. Up top.
Nice.
Why are you in my bag?
You're a free ride to the best buffet in town.
Yeah.
The trash cans here are filled with half-eaten gold.
Okay, but if anyone asks, you don't know me. Hello, classmate. You did it, Luz.
Nice.
Sorry, I was covered on my bases. Those are the heads of the mainland covens. Each one excelled at a magic school like Glandis, St. Epiderm, and of course, Hexside. Are you prepared to enter these hallowed halls?
A terrible development at Glandis High School. Students and teachers were found unconscious in
Looks like this year's regiment
Fuck you do.
forfeit. Today we'll be visited by the Emperor's Coven for a routine inspection. If you want to impress them, you'll need to join a Coven track before they arrive.
Actually, Principal Bump, I've made my own schedule.
Studying multiple tracks at once? No one does that.
Then I'll be the first.
No, you won't. According to the rules, a good witch needs to hocus focus. You can only pick one of the 9 tracks. And you do not want to embarrass me in front of the inspector.
But all the tracks are so cool. Is there some sort of enchanted article of clothing that could sort this out for me?
Well, there used to be, but...
Oh, I'm so excited!
And now, Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ah, yes, the potions track. You humans are filled with liquids, right?
Oh,
Now off to class. The Choosy Hat. It broke free.
a crystal ball.
You will be in trouble very soon.
Wow. Wait, what'd you say?
That didn't last very long.
Studying other subjects. King, vouch for my character.
Right. I don't know you.
What is this place?
This is a place where all troublemakers go. The detention track. Actual detention still needs repairs. In the meantime, I am keeping all troublemakers.
I was
far
gonna ask,
away from
I was
the
like, what happened to the other one?
You may try for a new track next year.
But I'll be back in the human world by then.
You all better be quiet, unless you want to scrub the classroom again.
Hey, don't blame any of them. I'm the one that started talking.
Are you our substitute?
Substitute? I ain't no desk jockey.
Look at his professional looking tie. He must be.
Yeah, can it, Fangs?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Obedience? Well, what is a teacher if not an authority figure? A king of children, if you will. Yes, I am your teacher. You may call me Mr. King.
So should we have the detention track for the whole year?
On a field trip to the astral planes. I do. You gotta help me break out. Don't worry, we'll get you out dead or alive. Okay, alive. It's you. Shh.
That's cool.
I'm Vimy. I'm terrified. I'm loose. Thanks for standing up for us back there. Not many people would do that. You're one of us troublemakers now, so you get special access to the secret room of shortcuts.
Marcus has your aura.
Seems like the room of requirement.
Use laughter. Welcome.
I love secret rooms. So you two go to the same school now. That doesn't change anything. Huh? We found it after being thrown in the detention track. The witch who made it is known as Lord Calamity.
I bet it's
We started
Ida.
this troublemaker wall, and we added our names in their honor.
We have to work backwards from it to see the truth.
The classic.
We're not allowed to study any kind of magic, so we study every kind of magic in secret. You actually like school? Would you like to add your name to the troublemaker wall? We're here to get you out of that horrible class.
Maybe she already booked it. She did say she was better than this place.
Oh,
You think you're better than us?
J'accuse! Don't you look down on us. Everyone else does.
Gotta incorporate more j'accuses into my vocabulary.
It's fine. I thought someone finally understood us. But maybe you should just leave. Hop in! It's got holes for your dangling teenage legs! Yeah, that's right where I belong.
I feel like that's gotta be a gift somewhere.
that also seems very obvious.
Welcome to Hexside, Inspector.
Greetings, Principal Bump. If everything's in order, the Emperor's Coven will be happy to cover your repairs. This is good. But let's see if your student can put up more of a fight.
Yes, yes.
What?
Wait, what?
Ah.
Is
I bet it can't take Luz's magic, because Luz doesn't have any magic.
For why, and that is the way to steal a pie from a windowsill.
Oh, only 300 years until we're done.
I can see that I'm interrupting, so I'm just gonna. What the heck is that?
Eat this! Get you guys somewhere safe. Guys, I need your help.
Oh, you're back.
I'm sorry for hurting your feelings, but please listen.
Something horrible is loose in the school. I think that's a greater basilisk. I heard about them in a class. My cousin at St. Epiderm said she saw one, but it seems to be extinct.
It must have attacked the other schools, and now it's
Very,
come for us. We have to do something.
Chamber of Secrets-esque.
Mixing magic again.
He'd kick us out of school.
We're troublemakers, right? So let's get out there and make some trouble. From the humblest of beginnings, a hero will rise. I'm trained with the Secret Society to discover the power of mixing magic. He's reading your palm, and your future looks bleak.
I feel like you didn't have to read the palm. To do
Yeah,
that.
right.
Could have just dropped the bags.
You did it! You were amazing, you guys!
Are in so much trouble.
They say Hexside. They should be allowed to study what they wish.
But,
Do the right thing, you dingus!
all right, I'm smart enough to know when I made a mistake.
I wish I could study a little bit of everything. Whoa! What's going on? What is this? I'm gonna study everything.
You know, only one other student wanted to study every track. Unfortunately, she was never given the opportunity.
Shocking. Didn't see that one coming.
I should have guessed.
You're not a teacher.
What? Maybe not, but I care about these kids, and nothing can change that.
See-
Show him with a broom.
I was thinking that the news report that Bumpkiss was reading about the magic being eaten and taken from people. I thought that was gonna be one of the larger plot points for the rest of the show, but clearly not. Although it is interesting, I feel like they have to sort of, they don't have to, but it'd be nice if they explained where that thing came from and what sort of being that. Well, I guess they said it was a basilisk.
They said it was a greater basilisk, I think.
But curious if it just did this on its own or if there's a mastermind behind it.
Well, it seemed to feed off of magic.
Yeah. But I wasn't sure if it was just wanted magic and for some reason just knew where to go and just decided now is the right time, or if more
I mean, we saw in the news report it's been doing these things. I mean,
yeah,
it'd be eaten.
I'm also curious now if other students who weren't in the detention track and aren't Luz, if they decided they wanted to study different things, if they'd be allowed. I imagine they'd have to set the precedent.
Yeah, but they didn't all save the school.
That was true, but I
Yeah.
feel like it'd be weird to be nope, no one else is allowed to do this now.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's something he wants. It's more of
No.
something he's allowing on the rare
Occasion,
exception.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It's still the rules that you're not allowed to. He's just kind of.
yeah, but to him, it's to me, it seemed like he didn't think that they should be. He was yeah, I made a mistake. Those shouldn't be the rules. He's even harkening back to yeah, there was another student who wanted to but didn't get the chance. Making it seem like that was wrong. It made me think that it should be the sort of thing that if other students wanted to do it, he probably would let them.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
But I also feel the Emperor, the actual Emperor's Coven person, I feel might come next episode and we'll be no. There's a reason this is a rule, which we still don't know. But
Well, now we got a bit more clarified, how it works.
Yeah.
With usually you go on a track at the school
From
either
the
this school
get-go.
or one of the other schools, and then kind of focus you towards one of the
that
covens.
coven, yeah. I still want to know why that is a rule to begin with, and I imagine that we will probably get a little more clarity at least on that.
Any ideas?
I mean, probably just to, like, limit power, I would imagine. Like, obviously, if you have the ability to do all the magic, like, you're inherently sort of more adaptable and more flexible and can theoretically be more powerful, such as Ida. So it makes sense to limit that to, like, just the Emperor and his sort of immediate people that he, like, hand selects, or, like, whoever hand selects the Emperor's Coven, to just, like, keep order and everything, would be my guess. But
I mean, I feel like other than that, not a ton happened this episode. I mean, I guess I would just wonder, like, are these detention kids gonna be in the show from now on?
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like that'd probably be, like, maybe similar to the, that character from, like, the Human Fan Club. Like,
Bartholomew.
Like, I think we saw him in, like, another episode, like, briefly, but, like, he didn't really do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be shocked. It was more just, like, I don't think they're going to become characters like, you know, Gus and Willow and Amity, but, like, might be sort of like, you know, Amity's friend group from before that, like, we see every now and then.
Yeah, like characters that are consistently in the background or something.
But, like, aren't going to have, like, main roles.
Gotcha.
I guess.
What are you guys' thoughts on Principal Bump so far? Like, just the way he's kind of reacted to
He
what's been
seems
going
pretty terrible.
Really?
Yeah, I
So
don't like
I
him
feel like
very
he's,
much.
I don't know, I feel like he's fine.
See, I expected him to be like terrible, kind of like a Snape type, you know, like
Yeah.
ever since the like Offset, just kind of like the antagonist against Luce. But time and time again, he's kind of been accepting like the things that have been happening, like with Detention. He's like, okay, you know, that Gus said he was the one who was responsible. He didn't, you know, he let Luz enroll into school despite her
He
kind of
was
non-great.
the headmaster of a school where their form of detention was keeping people in little.
Sure, but
prisons.
that's more the society than the character.
Well, I feel like as the head of the school, he had more than enough ability to change that.
Maybe, but
Also, like, he was the one who put them in detention in the first place for her for speaking to a crystal ball, which, yeah, if you don't want students to ask the crystal ball questions, maybe don't leave them out in the hallway. Like, and then the detention track is for, like, a year, and then they just, like, that's crazy. He is running a terrible system.
but it also is the system he's dealt.
Well, yeah, but there's a reason why you take these positions, so that you can make change.
Well, what has he done so far?
Make one change.
Well, how do you think things start?
Well, I think that, sure, that's great, but I'm not going to say just because he made one positive change, I'm a fan.
Fair enough.
It's
My
like,
impression at this point in the show was that I was expecting him to be a lot worse, and he's been like surprisingly accepting of the things that have been happening.
I just feel like if it isn't the consequences of your own actions, and then you're like, oh, these consequences suck, maybe I should change the rules, but it's like, they were your rules.
Well, I read that they weren't his rules. I read that like
They were the
rule
rules.
book that he was holding like was probably passed down from like the
I
Emperor's
don't mean
Coven or
those
something.
specific rules.
But-
I mean, like,
No, I agree. I
the
think
format
I
of
expected him.
schooling.
I expected him to be worse, and it seems like he is open to change when it happens, but that he's never going to be the one to push for it. Seems to be my reading. Yeah, I don't think he's like as antagonistic as I was expecting him to be. I wouldn't call him an antagonist really.
I mean, no, I don't think he's going to be, like, the villain of the story.
Yeah, but I expect him to be more villainous than he is.
I'd also just throw out that, like, I know a lot of these things seem awful, but also remember it's like cartoon logic, and this is also the people survive the detention, even though to us it seems horrible.
Yeah,
but it's
fair.
like it's not actually as bad as it probably
That's
at
true.
first glance appears. Like, give it a little suspension of disbelief there.
Yeah, no, that part I would agree with.
I'm sorry, I just don't like him.
Fair enough. No, I mean,
I'm even suspending my disbelief, like, I think the most I could say would be feel neutral, but, like...
Yeah, I wouldn't say I like him, but I'd say I'm neutral on him.
fair enough. All right. Well,
But I am curious about his little weird hood.
yeah. The
I
little
can't,
mask-like thing.
Yeah, I'm like, why do you wear that? It's very strange, but that's more of a very minor sort of just like curiosity.
No, it's a fun little thing to think about.
I mean,
Definitely a design choice.
Yeah, no, I feel like all masked characters, like, you know, I think like, I feel like the most famous ones are always like, what's behind, like, why do they wear the mask? And I can't tell if this one is like one where it's like more it's like a design choice, or if like
Yeah.
it's supposed to become like a running gag, where like eventually like people are like take it off and you want to take it off.
Maybe.
But
all right. Well, unless there's anything you guys want to add.
no,
We
that's
wrap
it
this
for
up.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for watching with us. We will catch you next time. Thank you.